Yeah, and we in this thing. Said with the grizzly look.
Yeah, I'm going to the barbershop tomorrow.
Yeah, so you got the angry man beard.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mr. Skinny sending the shout out early. I don't know how many people gonna fall in here. The stone that the builders refuse. It's always a pleasure when people show up. We don't know how many people's gonna pull up in here. I don't know if you want to get right into it or just kind of like give people a chance to maybe fill in, maybe just get a few people in here. But I think it kind of ties into what we were talking about yesterday.
All the time.
Yeah, and it's great, and it's just the fact that sometimes you got to give what they say the devil their due.
Correct.
What's up, Dr. Waltz? Salute to you too, sir.
Salute.
Yeah, and remember we were talking about Kyrie Irving, and we were talking about Stephen A. And we were like, or no, actually, you said that like sometimes it's like, yo, it seems like after all this, we come back, it comes full circle, and it's like, damn, he was right. And so, I don't know. I want to get into this clip. I'm gonna pull up this clip, and yeah, we're gonna get into what we're talking about. It has to do with Kyrie primarily, but he also sends a shout out at I think it's an obvious shot, and y'all be able to pick it up. So here we go.
Nets, who are preseason favorites to win the title, were swept in the first round. Kyrie faced a lot of criticism, addressing the season as a whole yesterday with Eddie Gonzalez on the Boardroom's The Etceteras podcast. Irving said while New York City's strict vaccine mandate surprised him, and while he understands he let people down, he still believes his refusal to get the vaccine was the right decision. Irving at one point also described himself as a martyr, having suffered for a greater cause. Listen to yourself.
Right. Now, watch this, because this is where the bullshit comes in. Everybody comes in and they come to this dude's defense, and you remember how I was saying everything turns into a black issue and all that when you try to address black people for fucking up. Just watch this out this man's own mouth.
I was not expecting a mandate to be brought down in a way that it wasn't going to allow me to play at all. Like, I had the opportunity to play away games still, but there was no plan in place. There was no vision of like how it's going to work for our team. And I think that really impacted not just me, but a lot of people. So, just had to sit in that hot seat for a little bit and deal with it, man. Life of a martyr, bro.
What? Wow. Wow.
What's your reaction to
Hold on.
in the life of a martyr?
Hold on, but Stephen A is about to carry it, and just like I said, sometimes you gotta be able to go back and be like, damn. Sometimes it may be harsh, but you gotta ask. That's one of people's favorite sayings is, "Oh well, where's the lie? Where did I lie?" And that's where we're at with Stephen A. Where did he lie?
Wow.
Here we go.
So we just going to ignore Wendy? Now, put me up on the split screen because I want to see Wendy. We just going to ignore that last line, life of a martyr. Molly, you sit next to me every day doing this show. When I first went off about Kyrie Irving, what did I say he was looking at himself as? Remember when everybody was going off for me? Oh, come on, Stephen A. Come on, Stephen. When I sat up there, like he want to act like he a martyr. Remember that?
You did.
Everybody said, oh, Stephen A. Come on, Stephen A. You see what I'm saying? You see, I told y'all. I told y'all. I just keep telling people with it. So you got people that can come, useless individuals that want to call me names and all of that other stuff, had their entire careers to be relevant, all right? But then they want to try to act like they relevant now that they ain't playing no more. They know who they are. I ain't going to even say their name. They ain't even... Those details. Who was Kyrie Irving the only member of the Brooklyn Nets who was surprised?
Who you think? Who you think he was talking about?
That's crazy.
Man.
Wow, that man's always right.
Because most of the flack that he caught was started, I would say, either if not by Kwame Brown, it was by maybe he got some flack from what's his name, Stephon Marbury, but mainly it was an obvious shot. He ain't want to name drop, but it was an obvious shot. Shout out to brown skin lady in the building. Yeah, hold on, we're gonna take that, rewind it back.
Okay, instead I'll go back to Kyrie Irving. Is to be relevant, all right? But then, see what I'm saying? You see, I told y'all. I told y'all. I just keep telling people with it. So you got people that can come, useless individuals that want to call me names and all of that other stuff. Had their entire careers to be relevant, all right? But then they want to try to act like they relevant now that they ain't playing no more. They know who they are. I ain't going to even say their name. They ain't even worth it, okay? Instead, I'll go back to Kyrie Irving. We all know all those details. Was Kyrie Irving the only member of the Brooklyn Nets who was surprised by the mandate? Was he the only member of the Brooklyn Nets who didn't know? And then when New York City slapped the mandate, it threw everybody for a loop? Last time I checked, that was everybody on the Brooklyn Nets. The owner didn't know. The GM John Marks didn't know. Coach Steve Nash didn't know. The players didn't know. But once it happened, everybody had to make a decision. Every single person on the team made the decision. We trying to win the chip. We hate having to do this. They didn't want to do it. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them didn't want to do it, from what I was told. But they made the decision. Because we trying to win the chip. And the dude.
Right, Larry Wade. The shot was just obvious. It was fucking blatant. Oh,
responsible for coaxing everybody to come there. Said, nah, y'all on y'all own. That's the dude calling himself a martyr. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's just absolutely amazing. Don't you see how relaxed he is? I mean, listen, let's give credit where credit is due. First of all, let me not insult Kyrie Irving. Let me give him props. What a brilliant businessman. I mean, who could pull it off? I mean, it's time that we said, I've been looking at this all wrong. I need to apologize, Wendy. I need to apologize, Molly. It's my bad. I need to apologize because I have missed it. The businessman that me, you, and everybody else, Wendy, aspires to be, Kyrie pulled off. I mean, how many people can get over $30 million a year for doing your job a quarter of the time? 3 games. You got bounced out in the first round. The playoffs are going on now. You home watch it. Watch it. After refusing to get vaccinated and as a result missing games and all of this other stuff. You see how comfortable that brother looked? I mean, damn. I didn't look that comfortable when I was in the islands for vacation. I mean, this brother's chilling. This brother's chilling. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to everybody. That spectacular talent that he is. Sensational. Superstar talent. Box office. You walk through the turnstiles to see this brother play. That's how magnificent of a gift he has. And that gift, he doesn't believe he has any obligation whatsoever to show up to work and put those skills on display for the paying customer at least 65% of the time. And then he's chilling and relaxed as ever, cooling out. He got something on all of us. My apologies, Wendy. He got something on all of us. He don't have to show up to work. He can pass up. He's still getting, and it's still getting paid. He got all of us beat. Congratulations to the martyr. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube.
All right. I'll rewind it one back. I'll rewind it back one time for Ruby Black coming in late. No, I'm just playing. We didn't have that much notice, but
Put me up on the split screen because I want to see Wendy. We just going to ignore that last line.
This
Life
this
of a
is where I
legend.
believe.
Molly,
This is where I believe that the shot was fired.
you sit next to me every day doing this show. When I first went off about Kyrie Irving, what did I say he was looking at himself as? Remember when everybody was going off for me? Oh, come on, Stephen A. Come on, Steve. When I sat up there, like he want to act like he a martyr. Remember that?
You did.
Everybody said, oh, Stephen A. Come on, Stephen A. You see what I'm saying? You see, I told y'all. I told y'all. I just keep telling people with it. So you got people that can come, useless individuals that want to call me names and all of that other stuff, had their entire careers to be relevant, all right? But then they want to try to act like they relevant now that they ain't playing no more. They know who they are. I ain't going to even say their name. They ain't even worth it.
Yo. So what were we talking about yesterday? What we were saying, sometimes, as they say, you got to give the devil their due. And it's turning out Stephen A was always right. I don't know if your audio. Oh no, I think your audio is out. Oh, you got to unmute your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Perfect.
But yeah, it seems like it just seems like he was always right. And what we were talking about yesterday was just the point. We have to get away from this thing to where we feel like we can't critique and criticize other black people because we're black, and then if we do, then somehow that means that we're not as black. And sometimes we have to be able to get the word or the message if we really care about messages and all that. Sometimes everything said is not going to be sweet.
So true.
But it's like, you can't really tell me where was he lying at?
I say nowhere. I don't never rush out there. I try not to. No, don't say never. I try not to rush out there into the fire because you don't know what's going on. You don't know. And he's smart, so he really thinks before he just moves out there. So if you thinking he's just going out there just saying any type of shit, he really know what he's doing. So that's
Right. Because I just remember it was a period of time where it was almost like it was like motherfuckers were trying to get Stephen A canceled and everything.
correct.
And then it really makes you think. It's like, damn, it's really an attack on the truth. We have such an issue with just being blunt, and that's the thing. Like I said, we got to get back to being able to do that. He wasn't wrong about Kwame Brown. He wasn't wrong about Kyrie, and he wasn't wrong about Ben Simmons. And the cold thing is he has the whole back. Why? Because a lot of these people are attached to different issues, whether it be mental health or activism of some sort. We act like we can't say anything. We spent the last year, and we had people trying to recreate dude's whole basketball career, as if there isn't factual evidence recording the whole nine, like going on that would just shut all that shit down, like as if there isn't public record of what he did in his time in the league.
Yeah.
We have to get back to a time where it's okay to tell the truth. I apologize. I ain't gonna front. I think I sent him a message on what do you call a tweet. I apologize. I was like, shit, I was wrong when it came to the whole Kwame thing and shit. I was thinking like, at first we was like, okay, yo, this is a little harsh. This is a little much. We kind of understood where Kwame was coming from, but then when you really look at it for what it is, and it's like, yo, where's the lie? And here again, we all probably thought like, damn, he coming down hard on Kyrie. We all thought that.
But he was coming harder. You're right.
No, but we tend to take a defensive stance at things.
Yeah.
Instead of looking like, where's the lie?
Correct. What up,
Scott Free? Yeah, it's like, where's the lie? there's no lie in it. Like,
no lie at all.
we might not like it, and it might come off harsh sometimes, but we have to start being able to accept the truth again.
But you know what? You know me, I'm always overthinking, but that comes with the man not being in the home. Not even though men were in both in our home, but not, like, to some people that take it like, oh, he's being a meanie. He needs to watch how he say it and the words. It's because a man wasn't in the home to tell him the true facts and
Yeah,
how stuff's supposed to be.
and it goes to calling the truth everything than what it is.
Correct.
Hating, shaming, bashing.
Correct.
Those are all terms that we've heard over the last year, just totally overused, and we forget, or we kind of overlook the fact that, like, hey, this motherfucker ain't lying. If the truth is bashing, then we need more bashing. I don't know where we got to this point to where we feel like shame is a bad thing. We need shame, and it's obvious in society that we don't have any shame and we don't allow it. So then you're allowed to have situations like this to where guys can attach themselves to situations to manipulate them for their benefit, where you can have another guy come along and recreate his whole past like we didn't see it. Shame is a good fucking thing. It shows that you're conscious of some sort, or at least you're fucking aware, or you care. You should have shame.
Yeah, you should.
Kyrie should be shamed.
Yeah.
Wayne Wade, the other stuff we spoke about, should be shamed. Kwame Brown should feel shamed. If he had shame, he would progress a lot further. Then
he wouldn't be in the situation he is now.
Right. Than what it appears that what he's going through.
Correct.
Shame is a good thing. It's a good thing to be able to have for yourself, especially. You gotta get over that and shit. You should have fucking shame. And we gotta stop redefining the truth. The truth is just that. It's exact. It is what it is. It means you can't cover it up. You can't sweeten it. You can't. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And regardless of how pleasant it is or isn't, we need to get back
to it. Yeah.
What's up, Desmond? We say Stephen A. put Heisman Trophy pose on dude. Man, Scott Free, remember what was we talking about on the phone? When I first went off about Kyrie Irving, and people was like, "Oh man, you just you talk anything to big up LeBron." And it was like, nah, my whole point with that shit, and the fact that he brought that up, was remember when the Nets first came together, he got KD to come to the Nets with him.
Correct.
These niggas was on there. They was feeling themselves so much that they thought that they didn't even need a coach.
That's true. You're right.
Like the whole ridiculousness and everything that's been going on with them putting the team together and them not living up to their hype, it all comes back to that whole thing that I've always said. Kyrie never been that dude. People forget, pre-LeBron, he was maybe 30 wins a season. He wasn't leading shit. He may give you a Sports Center highlight pre-LeBron.
Yeah, he's more of a role player.
So
I was wrong about Kevin Durant, but Kyrie
and then on top of that, you got to say Kyrie has really never played a full season ever.
Damn, that's true.
So that's why fast forward, and it looks like he's always doing shit to get out of work and all that shit. I'm telling you, man, Stephen A. was right. And then you add KD to that. KD has never been that alpha dog. They let the dude go over to Golden State, arguably the best team maybe ever. And then they allowed him to pretty much ride that wave. And then they tried to put him over LeBron.
You keep
I was like, boy, gosh, I thought that was the dumbest shit ever.
It's still to
Anybody,
me.
I could have won a championship with that damn Warriors team. Could
You
put
keep
me in.
okay. I'm not gonna say nothing. Because I don't want to stir from what we're talking about. But
Right.
make sure you put a pin in that. So next time we talk about sports, I got something for you. All right.
Hey, I almost want you to say it. I'm
Nah.
tired. I'm tired of the KD hype. The last 2 years is watching them not be able to. You're gonna put somebody above LeBron. That means that you're gonna require them to do LeBron type shit. I don't give a damn what you
Correct.
feel about LeBron in comparison to Jordan. These are different type animals that we're talking about when you start talking about Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, guys like that. I'm saying KD is nowhere in that tier. It's separate tiers. When you start putting people over these guys, you have to be like, okay, can they do shit like those guys? And every time, KD has never answered the bell until he had a 73-win team behind him. Anybody, Russell Westbrook would have looked good on that Warriors team. Russell Westbrook couldn't have fucked that up.
Yeah, because how they play on the floor would be so open. Yeah, you're right.
Man, all he had to do was do one of them fucked up kick outs that he be doing in the post. And then you got Clay or Steph shooting. Oh, man. You could have inserted any superstar in that team, and it was rings.
Maybe that's what they need, though.
I'm just saying. I mean, the KD hype. Good player, good shooter. He has his upsides and everything, but he's never, ever been on LeBron's level. Not 1 year. Ever. His whole career. Ever. Whoever started that. And the thing is, I think they start these narratives because I think we get like fatigued with certain people. And I think like LeBron, there's like a in a sense like we're tired of LeBron. You gotta think this motherfucker been playing he's going in his 20th year and he's been the man for 20 years. Fucking locked down the Eastern Conference for like a decade. I mean, he's everywhere. Every time you turn on the social media, it's just like, damn, man, you tired of seeing this motherfucker, honestly. And so you just want to see something new. At a certain point, like you just want to see somebody new. You want to have same way you want to have like a new president, or you just want a new rule, or you want something, just change, any type of change. And we get so hyped for that change that we sometimes put people in positions that they're not even supposed to be in.
Correct.
And that's what I think personally is what it is with KD. And I mean, it's tough to argue because the results are what they are. You can turn on the TV and you can see every time he's asked to be LeBron-esque, he shows that he's just KD, like I've always said.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
But yeah, where were we though? About the whole Kyrie and everything, and just people getting away from the truth.
The motto.
And the subs.
Yeah, that's crazy. That the man has just been right all this time. Like it's crazy. The man has been right. And people, you know what? People like they try to destroy his character every time he comes out with something. They try to demean his blackness, saying he's not black, he's a coon.
Right. I was about to say, man, imagine being called a coon for telling the truth. Just simply for telling the truth. It's like we expect, and I noticed, okay, this is the parallel with Kwame and Kyrie, is they both take that angle, and they're both kind of the same, where they're not really doing their damn job.
Correct.
And they think somehow, like as black people, we're just supposed to be focused on, oh, well, you're getting money. And that's the thing that I hate about a lot of shit now and stuff, especially with black people, is everything like, oh, I'm getting to the bag, I'm getting the money, so you can't hate. And then there's no standard. Nobody's holding any up standard. Like, okay, you're showing, for example, these guys are supposed to be influencers and all that for kids or younger generations or black people in general. And what message is that showing where you're more focused on the bag, but you're not focused on doing your work and having a standard. Remember, I said that was an old saying, be thy labor great or small. We're forgetting about the work. Go ahead.
Just something simple. Not is getting to the bag is more important than something that you love. Like that's crazy to me. That's what it's looking like. Like say
Right.
because we're doing music, we more care about the money than the love of the art of hip hop, of rap culture.
Yep.
That is crazy.
It's definitely prominent in music.
I'm
That's
just
the
saying.
thing. That's
Yeah.
that's a hard thing to deal with as an
Yeah.
artist.
Mm-hmm.
That you're measured by your success and not your talent. So, and I mean honestly, just be honest. Like I feel I can legitimately rap.
Mm-hmm.
You can put me on a song with anybody. I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
fine. Whether I have the best verse or whatever on the song or not or whatever, overall, I'm not gonna be so overwhelmed or outshadowed by I think almost anybody. I'd only give like a handful of people that I feel that would, put me in that type of position to where I wouldn't be able to hold my own and even then I just don't feel that there's no scenario in life where I couldn't. Like I can rap. Like I don't know what the fuck it is, what all that entails. But once again, you're measured by the Instagram followers, the what do you call it? YouTube views and all that. And you're not really
Mm-hmm.
measured by what it is that you actually do. You measure more by your image and what you put out than your actual talent in that craft.
Correct.
Yeah. So I totally agree with that. I think in
Yeah.
your space, because you do more of the production, I think you have more like an open lane. That's why I be telling you just put the shit out,
Yeah,
crank
you
them
know my
out.
situation. I can't do it. Like I'm
Yeah, I
setting
know
all
right
myself
now.
up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so we got man. I appreciate y'all coming through with us and stuff on this kind of impromptu thing, figuring it out. AG the Great, Desmond in here. I like the point that he made where he said that they overhype new athletes and NBA players. Oh man, you don't even talk about James Harden. I wish I could find the post. Remember how long ago was it when I told y'all that James Harden, if they stopped giving him calls, that he would probably average around 17 points a game.
Yeah,
And now
but
look,
but
and
y'all
now
gotta
look, it's
understand.
2022.
Y'all gotta understand.
Trash.
But you gotta understand, like they made the game like that, so he had to go to that part. Because remember, he wasn't playing when he was with Golden State, and then early when they traded him, he wasn't playing like that. He was just a high scorer, period. But then they changed the game up, so he was like, shoot, I'm gonna take advantage. I'm gonna get my fouls.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. If he was really a great player,
Hmm.
he'd be a great player regardless of the situation.
Nigga,
LeBron
they had
James,
hackers.
but I'm saying Shaq was still great regardless of the rules, how
I'm saying
unfairly he was officiated. LeBron is
no,
still
no,
great, and he's damn near
no,
53 years old.
no. I'm saying they had Hack-a-Shaq, and when Hack-a-Shaq came, every big dude, people they took advantage of that. Like, okay, so I can just go to the hole and just do what I want to because I know I'm gonna get fouled and I'm gonna get that extra point.
But that's what I'm saying. So, but when they switched it, and when people like Shaq stopped getting calls simply because they were so big, it didn't diminish Shaq's greatness. Great
That's true.
players are great regardless. They don't
Correct.
shrink when they're paired with other great players. That's why I don't put all this hype on guys like Chris Bosh and Kevin
Hmm.
Love. Great players don't shrink around other great players. They don't shrink depending on the rules. James Harden is about disappear. He almost looks like he ain't even NBA quality. Other guys, they don't get the calls that they used to, and they're still out there killing them. Steph Curry, he looks all right. I mean, you can name them. Great players are great, like period. I've never thought what's his name, James Harden was a great player. I thought he was great off the bench in OKC, and then somehow he got out of that situation, and then they started trying to make a star out of him.
Yeah, they did.
And so they catered to him. They legitimately catered to him to build him up like that. I've always said, man, you take away them foul calls, he's maybe 16 points a game, and that's on a good night. This motherfucker can't even get up 16 shots in a game barely now. He can't even get over 20 shots in a game now. Like that's trash. And they're saying like, oh, well, maybe it's age and stuff. Like, man, like where's the cliff? Like, I don't understand where he fell off. It's been like that, especially once they pulled them whistles up on him. What's up, Ronald? And that's another thing, just like you were saying, scot-free. Yeah, James Harden doesn't take his craft seriously. And that's the thing. A lot of these cats don't. Which brings me back to that other point where if they what is it, the collective bargaining agreement, if they go back and revisit that and take away all this guaranteed money from these dudes.
Oh, you really gonna see people play. Yeah, people gonna play different. But I can understand why they need it, but they need to revamp it. Like I understand why they need it because how teams took advantage. Like, come on, man, these big wigs was just taking advantage of these people, so they have no money when certain situations arise. But I see what you're saying. They need to just revamp it.
It has to be a thing to where it shouldn't be like a complete abuse of the system.
Correct.
Because the players, they deserve their money, but it's to the point now where you're like, damn, like it's cool that these motherfuckers can get their money, but then the teams and the organization ain't even protected because these motherfuckers are getting paid no matter what. Yeah. Be like, oh shit, you hurt my feelings. They said it was my fault. We lost. My back hurt. Man, I can't play. Depression, mental health. But I'll be there to get my check on Monday. Shit, Ben Simmons got a little bit of Willie Brown in him and shit. He still show up for the check.
That's true.
Oh, thank you, Shonda. Shout out to Shonda.
Hey, Shonda.
Man.
He was born St. Mo was cooking. Wow. Oh, this must be a new person flying low. I ain't never seen you before.
Shout out to you. Glad to see you up in here. He said that it was a skill to trick motherfuckers into believing it was a foul. And I think a lot of people did that. That flopping thing became huge for a while. And that was how the game was. But even when you took that element away, and they pretty much letting these guys play. Certain people, they're not that. James Harden was great when he can go in there with his beard frolicking everywhere and not even getting touched. Man, he was phenomenal. They took that away and he's regular. He should be coming off the bench. Maybe at the end of the rotation or something. Which, I mean, that's what he was. Actually, he was a bench player.
That's what he was.
Man, he'd be great probably as a six-man still. Yeah.
He was like one of the... If they had like a greatness trophy, he's like one of the best six-mans there is.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
And he started growing that nappy-ass beard, and they came up with all these slogans, and it just seemed like they were trying to... it seemed like they try to build players and they try to build narratives and shit like that. I never bought into that shit.
Yeah.
And it really took away from the game. I think this year with them fixing how they officiated the game, it really makes it a little bit more legit this year.
Correct.
And something that you can actually really watch and actually respect a little bit more without all those weird ass foul calls. But yeah, it's just definitely a thing where we're so focused on the bag that we don't feel like we should be saying any, especially if somebody's getting a bag, we don't feel like we should be saying anything about them or you're hating.
Well, yeah, when you're black.
And I'm just like,
But
and I'm just like, yo, what's up with just, you still have to do something for that bag. Like you're not, I don't know. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, you're right. You're right. But we've been fighting for so long to get that bag. Now that we finally got it, yeah. We need to still stick to, like, we got to tell them, like, hey, bro, like, you still got to play. Even though it's good that you got to that point, but you still got to play. You still got to do what you're supposed to do. You want to be a basketball player? Well, nigga, shut up and dribble.
Yeah, because it's like nobody's ever said anything about their bag, in a sense. Like, really, nobody's saying, like, oh, man, don't pay Kyrie. Or even back with your boy Kwame and shit. Nobody was like, oh, man, why he get that money and shit. Nobody's saying anything about your money or what you necessarily accomplished. It's calling you out for the shit that you do, what you say, what you didn't do, how you didn't uphold your obligation. And it's like, yo, we gotta reel that shit in.
Correct.
It can't just always be, oh, it's a bag, and so we get in the bag, and you don't have no standard for what the hell you're putting out. You don't have no work ethic. You're not showing anything for it.
You're right.
Shonda Corelli told me to tell you to say, hey. No, it's fine.
Hey. Yeah, absolutely.
Scott Free. He asked what y'all think about Ben Simmons' situation and who won. Man, they both lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about the Ben Simmons situation and who won the trade, Sixers or Nets?
I say Sixers. They made it to the playoffs.
Okay, well, yeah, that's
like, you know what I'm saying. They made it to the second round. Like, what y'all doing?
It's kind of like yeah. It's still like trading. It's like trading in a lemon to get a lemon, I think.
No. At least this lemon's scoring. What the other lemon doing?
Yeah.
This lemon making
I think you could say. Okay, yeah, you could say right now the Sixers made out better in the trade because at least they got something for it, and they are further in the playoff. And Ben Simmons, we still have yet to see. But this whole situation, like I said, I'm not buying the whole clinging on to the whole mental health thing, and I think it's bullshit. And what we were saying about the whole collective bargaining agreement thing, if they go back and redo that shit, then they stop making all that money guaranteed. We'll see how bad that motherfucker back hurt then. Like, the fuck out of here.
Okay, I gotta put a disclaimer on Ben Simmons because we gotta remember he's not an American nigga.
I don't give a damn if he American, African, Swahili. He full of shit.
I'm just saying, he's not an American nigga though. So
he can be whatever the hell he is. He full of shit. And it's all because they can get away with it.
Yeah.
But and I really hate that. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's different because he can make $20 million a year and not have to work. They could play basketball, like, and I know you were saying like, oh man, you kind of like leaning on the shut up and dribble. But at a certain point, yeah, like shut the fuck up and dribble. Like, you're playing basketball. Like, how fucking hurt are your feelings and all this shit? Like, you're getting paid millions.
Hey. You saying that now, but then when that nigga come out and switch on everybody and become the next Kwame Brown, I don't want you to say nothing.
I'm gonna say everything. I'm gonna say everything I'm saying fucking now. I'm sorry, it was the same thing with Kwame though. It's like, yo, you're making all that money. I just don't understand. Like, first of all, I think anybody could agree NBA players are all grossly overpaid, every one of them. I don't care how great they are. To play basketball, I understand the business and how they're able to make that kind of money and stuff. But really, at the end of the day, that's like a huge fucking blessing to be able to make $20 million a year playing fucking basketball.
Correct.
You couldn't hurt my feelings enough to 20 million a year is just like, okay, like, man, I may be mad after a loss. I may get into it with my teammates, and it may be 20 million a year it kind of helps with the feelings. It just naturally, I don't give. People swear money don't buy happiness. If you feel this way, send all your fucking money to me.
To play devil's advocate, sometimes that doesn't matter to people. Look, shout out to Johnny Blaze. It doesn't matter.
Mr. Goodwill. Okay, go ahead.
That doesn't matter. That the money, your mental health could just be so fucked up. Like any little thing can ruin your whole day.
But what's so traumatic about being told, like, yeah, man, you should have fucking laid it in instead of passing it? And yeah, it's probably your fucking fault we lost, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you can play here next year or be the point guard we win with. It's like, okay, man, I just don't know. His situation specifically, and maybe you can take it, a situation at a time. But a lot of the time, I don't know. I've never been rich. So I just know right now, if I had $20 million, it would make things a lot better.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll say I'm playing devil's advocate. Now, if it was me, shit, money gonna change me. It's gonna change my whole lifestyle.
Yeah, fucking acting.
I'm gonna have a motherfucker talking for me in the dressing room. Don't talk to me, talk to him. Anything you gotta say, talk to that man right there. I'm paying that man to stand right there in the dressing room.
Man.
A coach, you need to talk to that man right there. You don't need to talk to me no more.
Ben Simmons has anger translator money. Like Key and Peele. He don't even have to. He can fucking bottle all that shit in, and he'd be like, "Yo," and he just have his anger translator like, "Yo," and let him go the fuck off, so that way he don't get fined or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just for basketball, and then this situation, I just do not see it. I don't see it. You can't make me see it. He's full of shit. And they talk about a lot of these guys being softer and all that shit today. Ben Simmons is an example of that shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not gonna lie about that. But like, here we go. Going back down the rabbit hole is because more men are being raised by single women, and so you got that mind state. This is the man that the women want. They raise their men. They raise their boys to be men, and this is the type of men they raised.
Yeah, you think so? I wonder if that's is that like a thing with in his situation? Do you know for sure? That would be crazy.
No, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He's from a whole different country, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, I
do think it is definitely like a softening.
Yeah.
Just what we were talking about being able to speak in truth and it is a softening, especially with men. Being able to be given these spaces where, and we talk on one end because we say, like, men, they need safe space, and they need to be able to speak up if they're not feeling up to par, if they're having depression or mental issues. Yeah, of course. But you still gotta be careful because people will take some shit and use it like a shield to blanket them from accountability.
Or basically take advantage of it. That's basically what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing.
That's
Right,
what him and
John
Kyrie,
plays.
right?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Him and Kyrie, right?
Yeah, they're
Yes,
all
yes.
latching on like the Kyrie latched on to some shit that he don't even fucking care about,
Yeah.
and then came out as a martyr after all this
No.
time and shit. And we had all the Kwame Brown talk and everybody coming at Stephen A on this shit for this motherfucker to come out and basically say in short that Stephen A was right, and he's just calling it like he's seeing it. And we quick to call all the motherfuckers that ain't lying and selling us stories. We quick to call them coons and say they putting down black people or they ain't had no mama's cookings or none of that shit. And it be turning out motherfuckers be right.
Correct.
Shit, I'll play the shot. I don't know if people came in late, but I'll show you the shot that I was talking about.
Was Kyrie Irving the only member of the Brooklyn? He want to act like he a martyr. Remember that?
You
Mic
did.
up.
Everybody said, oh, Stephen A, come on, Stephen A. You see what I'm saying? You see, I told y'all. I told y'all. I just keep telling people with it. So you got people that can come, useless individuals that want to call me names and all of that other stuff, had their entire careers to be relevant, all right? But then they want to try to act like they relevant now that they ain't playing no more. They know who they are. I ain't going to even say their name. They ain't even worth it, okay? Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was the shot, John.
Yep, right there.
Man.
That sniper. That wasn't no shotgun, no machine gun. That was a straight sniper shot right there. Bow.
Yeah. I just thought that was just too blatant not to speak on because it kind of just took us back to where, we were saying, this motherfucker has always been right.
Yeah.
You gotta give his ass that credit. A lot of people have been right about all these people that we rush and let them attach themselves to different groups and situations. A lot of people been right. We were right. We came out speaking on certain people.
Yeah, certain people.
We were right.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to lose any money to that person, or we didn't have to lose our dignity and self-respect on YouTube or anything to show that shit.
Correct.
We're right. We have to start listening to people and shit and stop saying like, okay, anything that's opposing something is just hating off top and motherfuckers don't know what they talking about or they don't know what they saying. Like, a lot of people have different insight. It's good to be able to listen.
Yeah.
He said Reggie, but what's his name got away too? What was that dude named? The light-skinned dude. Chris Humphries.
Yeah, Chris Humphries. Yep.
Yeah, he got the hell up out of there. Smooth. That's from country. Desmond. Man. Have you been keeping up with the playoffs and anything like that? Devin Booker.
Yeah, I've been watching it when I can. How
you still think the Warriors is going to take it? I think the Suns got it this year.
I don't think so. I don't think they're that strong. I just think Devin Booker is a high scorer. Devin Booker is a high scorer.
It's Chris Paul.
No, I'm saying that's
Chris Paul in a different
he's
zone.
the catalyst. But he's the catalyst. That's the only thing. Devin Booker is the machine. Like, if you took Devin Booker out of it, period, they probably wouldn't even make it to the playoffs. Let's be honest.
But Devin Booker has missed a couple games with injury, and Chris Paul stepped up.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man, Chris Paul out there, man, point guard. We're gonna see. Hey, I kind of hope, but even though I want Memphis to win, but I'm kind of hoping
Golden State win.
that we get Golden State and Suns.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be classic. That's gonna be a war. That is gonna be a war.
Oh, then we're gonna see. We
Yeah,
might
we
have
gonna see.
to make a wager on that shit or something.
Oh,
Might
okay,
have to
bet.
I might have to bet you I'm poor, so I might have to bet you something, drinks or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We can bet
Shit,
something.
you. I'm trying to
I
make
don't
this
know.
money too. Shit, I
I'm
ain't making
poor.
no money.
So we poor. Hit that cash app. No, I'm just playing. Send me a fucking cash app, nigga. Cash app.
Send
Man,
me
send me
motherfucking
your
cash
fucking
out.
cash app, nigga. Oh man, salute to you. Let's see how you a grown ass man trolling other. Can't see the rest of your title, but salute to you, man. Appreciate the shout out and all y'all checking in with us.
God damn, that's a long ass name.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how the fuck you got all that in there. Shit. Doodle Brown. Yeah, man.
Do the bro. Do the bro. Do
And
the
then
bro.
I still think you're sleeping on what's his name? John Morant.
Memphis. Yeah, I give it to him. I just think he a new puppy. That's all.
Dude is cold. So I don't know. We gonna
I,
see. We gonna
I'm not
see.
taking his skill from him. I'm just saying I think he's a new puppy. So basically saying like he a new toy. Like, oh okay, yeah, we seeing all these tricks and stuff. But just like I know, when it comes to football, when it comes to basketball, like they gonna they're gonna watch how you play for a couple of years and then they're gonna get you. And if you're not that good, it's gonna
Well,
show.
well, yeah. We're gonna let this one play out, and then if we get Golden State and Suns, then shit, we can bet how they be doing on like Skip and Shannon. I don't know. We can bet cases of whatever our favorite drink or whatever.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna have you getting me like big ass jugs of Martinelli or something. I'm gonna make sure it hurt. Like
That could
shit.
be our drinks. Yeah, bet. We can do Martinelli's.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
didn't. Okay, you
Yeah,
want that to
yeah.
be
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we can do that. I got the jugs. I get the jug.
I get
You,
the,
we bet we
I
betting
get,
jugs or bottles.
I'm gonna do bottles, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Hell yeah, we get Golden State and Memphis. Yeah, we're doing we betting. Man, shout
Cause
out
the
to
jug,
Reggie. Your sound went out, I think.
yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of going out a little bit. I need to charge it. I got to charge.
Oh, I mean, shout out to AG the Great. Said Reggie lost his Heisman though, but I don't think that was Kim's fault.
That was before. That was before Kim. I
Yeah.
thought.
Shout out to Billy Allen, always coming through, man. Appreciate that shit.
Wow.
He said, "Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the little hand man. They call him Doodoo Brown when they up in the stand." Tommy made another song for that dude. Man, we gotta check back in, dude. These motherfuckers are still clowning.
Yeah. Hold up. Speaking of Tommy, John, I salute you for your interview
Oh
with
yeah,
Tommy. I salute you, my brother. I don't know if you're still
yeah,
in the room.
yeah. Is Johnny Blaze, John Goodwill still in here? That was big, man, for y'all to be able to talk and do that. That was really good. And if anybody knows John Goodwill, Johnny Blaze, like we had him on our show, and just a real cool dude. He owns his shit, and he's straight up like you can't beat it when you're
Correct.
talking and operating in truth. You know what I'm saying? You can really accomplish some shit and really figure things out.
What the fuck are you talking about? Scott free.
He said he got Boston winning the nah. I mean, I wouldn't be mad because Boston is kind of like one of my teams in a sense. So I wouldn't be mad at it, but I don't know. I think they may come out the East, but if they
Yeah.
run up against the Suns, it's gonna be a wrap.
Hold on 1 second. Let me.
Right, Billy. Yeah, Chris Paul and LeBron and guys like that, they really doing what they got to and really showing that longevity. Man, he already did. At the time, we was all probably still kind of feeling sorry for Kwame or kind of like riding that wave.
Yeah.
But when Stephen A said, "Look, you wanted my attention, you got it," and he went in and he did the little highlight. Did anybody remember that? Like, man, I could pull that shit. Matter of fact, here, just say something. I want to pull that up.
Wow, that was epic on that night. That was epic.
Yeah.
That was an epic moment. That he gave him what he wanted. He wanted Kwame Brown wanted to smoke. He was feeling himself. He thought he had a team of people with him, and he had to bring him down a couple of pegs. He showed Mr. Doodle Brown what it was all about. It was about Pound Town, and he showed that it was about Pound Town.
Man. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up his mic drop real quick.
Yeah, we can end the show with that. Go ahead, hit him with that.
Hold on. Give me that.
That was a beautiful moment, though. But again, he was right. People was criticizing him. People was talking about him, saying he wrong. He don't know what he's talking about. What was your basketball career like? Like not knowing this man got injured in college, and if he didn't get injured, he probably would have made it to the NBA. But
No, they said he kind of sucked. They said he kind of sucked.
He could have been.
I don't know. He might have been better than Kwame though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could have been a good bench player.
All right, here. Watch. I don't know if people remember this. The whole mic drop. At the time, we were all kind of like, "Oh man, come on, Stephen A. Like this is what Kwame was saying." But really, once again, what we say? Where's the lie?
My attention. You got it now. I didn't want to have to do this, but he made me. Look, I don't have a single negative thing to say about Kwame Brown, the person. Nothing personal. Never have. And no one out there has been attacking him personally either. That includes Gilbert Arenas, who did not attack him personally. It includes Steven Jackson, who did not attack him personally. It includes Matt Barnes, who he really got personal about, and Matt Barnes never said a word. It doesn't include Charlamagne the God either, nor Dr. Boyce Watkins. He didn't say anything bad about Kwame either. Nor did Michael Wilbon deserve Kwame Brown coming at him. But Kwame Brown's been getting personal with everybody these days, talking a whole bunch of smack, saying we don't support black men. Really? Really? Please. The only negative thing anybody ever said about Kwame Brown is that he couldn't play a lick of basketball. Newsflash! That wasn't a lie. When you put yourself and you put your game out there in the best league in the world, people can comment on it because you're putting your talents on public display. Before I go any further, join me in taking a look at this man.
Upset about bots and competitors clicking on your ad.
Oh, come on.
Why me?
Keep looking. Another drop. Keep going. Keep going. Another one. Did I miss anything? Keep going. Here's another
another one? This is just with the Charlotte Hornets. All right, keep going. Keep going. The man played for 7 different teams. I got put wide open layup, miss. Keep going. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. This is Shaq. Keep going. Hey, go ahead. Watch this. Look at that pass from Steven Jackson, his former teammate. You see? You see that? Here it is again. Another drop. Another air ball in the lane. A layup. An air ball layup. Keep going. Keep going. Getting dunked on by Brook Lopez. Look at this right here. Keep going. Keep rolling the tape. Look at that pass. First of all, he traveled on the pass before he threw the pass. Keep going. Here we go. Oh, my Lord. Keep going. Here we go. 13 years in the NBA. 7 different teams. And I've got an unlimited bank of bloopers for every stop along the way. That was just the short version. I got 15 minutes. I just showed you one. I got 15, and I was just getting started. Kwame Brown made $63.9 million in the NBA. $63.9 million. And he feels slighted. We're taking stuff out of his pocket. $63.9 million to play like that. Average 6.6 points per game for his career. As the #1 overall pick, that's the 2nd worst career scoring average for a #1 pick in the last 49 years.
Fair.
10 years of playing like that.
Oh, yeah.
Making money for himself, and of course his family along the way. And he's angry. 13 years. One time he averaged double digits in points. His 3rd year in the league. In the last 10 years, he did it. He never averaged more than 7 rebounds per game in one season. In his entire career, he's 7 feet 2'7". But you ranting every day on the internet? Out there going after everybody, talking about people's children, talking about people's relationships, talking about people's family, talking about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with basketball, all because you couldn't play? Where's the mirror, Kwame? When you gonna look at you? The basketball player. We ain't talking about you, the man. We ain't talking about you, the father. We ain't talking about you, the son. We're not talking about you, the human being. We're not talking about you as a person. We're not attacking your character. We just said you can't play well enough compared to your contemporaries in the NBA. You were better than me. I was a scrub. See how easy that is to accept? I couldn't play. You had a more successful basketball career than Stephen A. Smith. Congratulations. And you complain? Talking about folks, you actually went on social media, Kwame Brown, and said you and Kobe Bryant went for 82 points and y'all won the game. That was the game Kobe dropped 81 points. So you scored 1 point? I got news for you. You didn't even get that right. You scored 4 points in that game. You were off by 3. Couldn't even get that right. And here you are saying, no one noticed what kind of screens you were setting. Screens? You have any idea how embarrassing that sounds? Look, man, no one ever said anything about you, Kwame Brown, personally. Every single comment has been about your game. Nothing personal. I'm not going to call you a scrub. I'm going to roll with my man Jalen Rose and others. Okay, we'll refrain. Keyshawn Johnson, Jay Williams. No scrub, no bust. We're not going to say that. What we can say is that, guess what? Compared to other 7-footers who have played in the NBA, you weren't very good. Is that okay? Now, I know you're looking for attention, but what does it say that you're getting more attention in 2 weeks, ranting all over social media than you've received in your entire 13-year career? But you know what you are? I said it then, and I'm going to say it now, because it's true. You're a brother that wasn't that good of a basketball player on the NBA. That doesn't make us criminals. We get paid to critique the game of basketball. It was going on long before you arrived. It's going to be going on long after you're gone, long after I'm gone. There's a whole bunch of people, white, black, and otherwise. We ain't just talking about black athletes. We talking about athletes, period, no matter who they are. What's the difference between you and them? Evidently, they can take it, and you can't. I'll say it one more time. You're making more attention to yourself in 2 weeks, going off about people personally, than you did in your 13-year career. That's on you, bro. Now go and rant and rave all you want. It don't change the video. It don't change the facts. That lives in
Infamy.
Deal with it, bro.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I had to bring back a classic real quick because people forgot about that shit. Remember how bad we all. It was all like, oh, come on, Stephen A. How could you? It wasn't one lie in that, almost 10 minutes. AG, where was that at? Where did Gil do that? That is, I've been waiting. They said he was supposed to do some sort of video or some shit. I haven't been keeping up. Yo, Scott Free. If they had Shaq in a fool when Kwame played, Shaq was playing at the same time. Man, if they had Shaq in a fool when Kwame played, Shaq would be canceled. He probably wouldn't be able to, as soft as the country is now, that motherfucker wouldn't even be allowed in the country. That shit would have been called, I don't know. I don't even know what he would have. Oh my goodness, Kwame was terrible. Oh, your audio's out. Keys. See.
All right.
Yeah, they said Gilbert did I think he finally dropped that video exposing Kwame. We might have to review that motherfucker. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to see it. That's right. Ben Simmons pulled the biggest damn heist. Straight up heist.
Him and on Kyrie.
I know. Straight
Kyrie
stick up kid. Modern day stick
Kyrie
up
got that
kid.
You hear me? Kyrie got that Brock Lesnar contract.
We can just show up when he want. Motherfucker ain't gotta do no house shows or nothing. He just show up for the main events. That's what Kyrie tried to do. That's what Kyrie tried to do. Show up for the playoffs. Right. Let's see. Man. I'm saying I don't even want to see Stephen A's 15-minute blooper reel with his commentary. Stephen A. cold-blooded. That dude been a truth for a while.
Cold-blooded.
Oh, they said Mr. Skinny got it. We got to go check Mr. Skinny. We're supposed to have Mr. Skinny on, too. You got to talk to that dude.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah, we're going to go check out Mr. Skinny and stuff and figure out what we've been missing in the loop. See, I know you got to get up out of here, so I don't know if you want to take us out. I'll just say that I appreciate everybody coming through. for us, impromptu, and we're gonna try to come at y'all more often and shit even if they're in like quick spurts and stuff, just to speak on different shit with y'all and have these conversations, man. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. We're nothing without y'all. I'm gonna be able to find it, Billy.
Every day.
Always. And even our new subscribers, people new in the chat that we haven't seen before. Always shout out to Billy. That's one of our day ones. Desmond, AG the Great, Keith Jupiter.
Scott Free!
Man, yep.
Brown
Scott
skin lady,
Free.
brown skin lady.
Brown skin lady was in here. Skinny Gang came through. Yeah, man. So yeah, we're gonna do this again. ASAP. So I know you want to take us out.
Yeah. Well, that's Jay Almighty. Well, there's space over there, all the way over there. That's Geraldine, Mr. Two Names. Me, him, I'm Super Dope Keys. And you just been chit chat.
Yeah. Bye.